Hi, this is Michelle Vasquez again, relationship coach, author of Creating Happily Ever After, a marriage manual for what to do after the honeymoon is over. And today I would like to tell you a bit about my history. I was happily married to my soulmate who died in 2007. And one of the things that my late husband Al used to say all the time that would always crack me up was, don't look at me in that tone of face, instead of don't talk to me in that tone of voice. It would always crack me up. But there was a lesson that I thought about with that, and that is a lot of times with therapists that I have worked with, and I've done therapy with my clients, is I've noticed that they will say, look into your spouse's eyes and tell them what you just told me. And that's all well and good. No problem with that if what you just told the therapist was a loving type of thought. But a lot of times it's, I'm frustrated because she doesn't show me any affection anymore, and she doesn't want to have sex, and I'm upset because he won't help me with the children. And so this therapist says, look your spouse in the eye and say that. And I'm thinking, no, don't look in your spouse's eyes with those daggers. Don't look at me with that tone of face, as my late husband would say. So what I would propose that you do instead is, if you have something difficult that you want to say, turn with your back to each other. I mean, I've even recommended this to my clients, that they set up two chairs back to back in the living room or the bedroom, wherever is private, and that they talk to each other without looking at each other when they are feeling frustrated or angry. Now, the reason for that is twofold. One, you have to listen more when you don't have any cues from the body and from the facial expression. And two, you're not giving those looks that kill to each other. You may be doing it with your back to each other, but that you can't see it. So all you've got to go by is tone. And granted, while it's wonderful if you can talk to each other without the tone that drives each other nuts, it's a start in the right direction. And then I would say, when you've been able to work through the conflict to the point where you're feeling calmer with each other and you notice that the tone has changed, that would be the time to turn the chairs around and look each other in the eye and talk with love in your voice. Your tone of voice will be different and more gentle and more loving. That's the time when you want to look each other in the eyes and say, I feel much better now that we've been able to talk through this. And granted, there's a lot of other techniques for being able to talk through this, and I'm only telling you a bit about what to do when you're talking and you notice that your tone is very harsh or uncaring. But I would also say, it's up to you to listen to your tone of voice and modify it. Or say, you know what, I need to take a break right now so that I can get my thoughts together, because my tone of voice is not a very nice one right now, and I want to be able to talk with you in a more loving way. So those are just a couple of ideas that I have for you for right now, and there will be more, so please stay tuned. You can subscribe to my channel and be informed of any new videos that are coming out. I would also love for you to get my free report on the 7 deadly habits of external control that can destroy your marriage. You can do that by clicking the link below or going to my website, trueloverelationshipcoaching.com. Thanks for listening. I'd love your comments in the box below. Take care. This has been Michelle Vasquez, your True Love Relationship Coach.